Every human being listening to this has to think through, what is the first vector that you go into in order to determine whether or not something is true, or if you're trying to find something out digitally? The very first piece of software, first you have to have a piece of hardware, right? And then you have the BIOS level, the coding, if you will. And then on top of that, you're basically using an operating system. So, and then it basically dictates to you which browser you should be using to then go through to the search engine to then identify the information. If you take it down to that level and layer, what stops these companies from manipulating which browser you choose to go ahead and use? And then what stops them from that browser dictating to you which search engine to use? All that's happening behind the scenes between these big companies, whether it's Microsoft or Google, like you said, Alphabet now, etc. Well, by the time you get to the search engine, you're already told 90+% of the time, unless you're a critical thinker and deliberately trying to go outside the matrix, you are already a sheep led to slaughter to then receive the information that they want you to know about for full control of you, your rights, without your even knowledge about it, essentially, as a lemming. So by the time you're already entering into the Google ecosystem, when you type in the word D, it auto-populates as Dinesh is the worst person ever in the history of humanity. Never has the human race experienced such a criminal, misdemeanor, felon, you name the expletive, right?
Absolutely.
That's just typing in the letter D.
I've worked really hard to earn that kind of a label. Absolutely. I think that's a very good description of kind of a very good summary of my career. But yeah,
right.
No, you're right. So, but you're saying that all of this stuff is deeply embedded now, deeply programmed, and it almost takes a citizen who has to be a sort of a sleuth, vigilant is putting it mildly, to recognize, hey, listen, I think this when
it has to be deliberate and forceful. But with X and Rumble, it actually makes it so much easier because you can easily go into these free speech platforms to then say, all right, let me see what's going on. Somebody reached out to me yesterday. I did an interview with the Hodge twins. They're like, hey, where can I see the full video? I said, you can't see it on CommuTube because, well, some people pronounce YouTube.